Hello, hello. We are back with more of this. Building stuff, things happening. Pause that. I have a cannon which does not work. Now it does. It is fixed. How the heck did we just... what? It is not fixed. Well, very occasionally it works. Very occasionally is not overly brilliant. Let's get rid of all of those. Maybe take that there. And make it higher. Well, that just about broke that. And it's gone. Well, here's what I made earlier, which is better. I was trying a piston design for the what do you call that side? The bit that isn't the payload, the non-projectile end. See, that one works. Doesn't look quite as fancy. This looks kind of fancy. Fancy enough. Hopefully. Maybe. So we did a little bit of, mainly I did a little bit of work since last time. We have more rooms. Painting has moved. Painting is fixed. Those two are still okay. Rooms, rooms, rooms. Now I just have to fill them all with stuff. Dungeon, dungeon, dungeon. And the first wall will be right around here-ish. House, house, house. And then we'll have a little structure here with the cannon inside of it. I think some chests back here. Beds. For the second area. Let's try. I think the current thing we want to work on, well, I'm going to work on, is the little safe building back here. Well, I say safe, but if it gets blown up by the cannon on the other team's side, it's slightly less safe. Depends who gets over here first, really. Not sure what I want to do with the back wall quite yet. Think about it. Guess let's quickly throw this stream a couple of places because I didn't actually do that yet. Where are we? I'm good at this. There we go. Let's get a quick look slightly further back. Click that button. Stop that. Copy that, and that can go into. Sure. There. And there. Good. Right. I did check to make sure this goes far enough. I think it probably does. also have an exact duplicate of the map over there, just in case something went wrong with it. You have a backup. There's also a large box over there somewhere, outside of the render distance, which doesn't really matter. Okay, let's fill all of this in. This bit over here needs to be slabs, because we have a little gap here where the redstone is, so we can't just fill that in. It'll be covered with slabs, at least there, but that looks a bit weird, so let's take it out all the way over to there. Let's throw in a couple of little walls here. Looks fine. I think I'm tempted to turn that into a slab. And slab. Make these match the colour of the roof. 1, 2, and 3. That bit's fine, that bit's fine. Red or blue, depending on which side of the map it is. Okay. Let's go around here. Fit in that little section. About here-ish is going to have to be a door. Or just a large exit. That'll do. Across there, down there. Grab these again. Try not to make the wall as one flat colour. That'll be a window there. I might just leave the back open, make it a tad more dangerous. Not entirely sure there. Put that over there, that over here. And this wall. Okay, let's get some glass. Two. More futuristic than the last base building, which was quite rusticy. This one certainly is not. There you go, some nice easily blow-upable glass. Remove that. Need some stairs. There. 1, 2. Archway. 1, 2, archway. Bring this bit over as well. Okay, that already doesn't look too bad. Roof. I think we'll just go with something like this. Let's throw in a row of stairs right here. And make this entire thing out of slabs, apart from the support beams I already put in. Gap there. Hit that all the way back. This. Guess the ceiling doesn't look flat either. Slabs indeed. This was 1.14, we'd have even more of them. Let's get walls. Let's get some glowstone. This will throw a bit of light into here. And no. Let's bring this back a couple more just so that it looks a little bit nicer. Lines up with that gap there. No, ceiling still looks a bit flat to me. I think I'm gonna have to elevate a little bit of it. Let's go there, 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 there. It's an even number. Let's do that. Back one, sure. Then like that. Stick stairs on this little bottom bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gives it a little bit more depth again. I don't need that block. Four, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, let's take out that. It is a little bit annoying. Have things constantly falling on top of you, or just falling in general. Always just take out the gravel and replace it with a placeholder and then put it back at the end. It gets too annoying. Kind of blocks off that window a bit though. Yeah, no. Let's just stick it onto the wall right there. Go. Sure what we're going to put up there quite yet. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Doesn't overly matter if there's even anything up here. It's just to add a little bit of depth to the building. Make it look a little bit less flat. It's actually a door right there. A slab. Plop that right there. Go around. ceiling. I think that might do for the roof. That's a whole bunch of light in without looking weird from the front. You can come out onto this bit of roof. Let's do wall. Around here. Attach this to the ceiling. Does that look good? Better without, I think. Hello in the chat, E-girl. Let's throw in some beds. This side is red. This side will be blue. These two can sit right up there. Let's do a trap door. Don't actually have all the fancy ones in 1.12, so we'll just have to put in an ordinary one. Maybe swap it out later. Unless I forget that that exists, in which case it will still be the boring oak one. Don't really need a door there. Let's do stairs and like this. Like that. To be filled in. Just go like that. That over there, and let's bring the slabs over to there. Yeah, looks good. We've got a roof. Building has a little bit more depth. It doesn't just have a flat ceiling. I think I'm going to put a couple of these at the front. Kind of hide behind them, sort of, kind of, rather ineffectually. It also breaks up the front a little bit more. Fair has become sufficiently annoyed with the gravel. That's good. This bit will come out onto a platform. Don't have to build a whole lot of it. Let's just get the general idea of that in. This will start off area 2. Yeah, that looks decent. Throw a couple in. It doesn't work. That's the top of a slab. And that works, though. And there, perhaps. Seems decent to me. Okay, so wall. Up the back here. Just a couple of blocks right there and there. I think stair facing that way. Yeah, that looks quite good. And this can be a bank of chests. And that's probably the best place for those, seeing as we have windows on both of those walls and can't really put any over there. Storage. Sleeping quarters. Loot chest with more bows in it, probably. And or building blocks and or miscellaneous other stuff. I don't think we really want to put any armour in it though, because we want people to explore this. The bottom half of this section has been diseased. Looking quite pink down there. Let's further change up this front bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit more depth. Same thing over here. Just flat or single plain coloured walls never look good, so I'm going to throw in as much depth as possible wherever I can. Just make the structure a little less boxy, a little bit more interesting. Can't really do anything too much right there. Let's throw in those. That. Yeah, that looks fine. Go like that. This will not work. It's going to stay like that. Round off the corners very slightly up here. I think this looks sufficiently interesting now. A bit more colour depth, throw in another couple of banners, again there'll be blue on the other side. And same thing right around there. That's a relatively reasonably interesting looking structure. In my opinion, it looks fine. Now we have to test what the TNT cannon is going to do to it, and the best way to do that is just take a copy of this section. I mean, they don't have the red beds, which were the boring default for a long time, so their beds are more interesting on the blue team, or they will be. Stand right around here. Let's go copy. Let's go flip. I think that flips it upside down. Flip that. Let's see even help for flip. Because this doesn't. Oh, it works depending on which way you're facing, doesn't it? That's right. So if I look this way, flip. I just kind of. Yeah, that didn't work. Undo. That flipped the wrong way. Undo. Flip it back that way. Need to be looking that direction. Flip. Paste. Looks better. Yeah, mine does that occasionally as well. Random nosebleeds. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So right here. Let's just double check I've got that right by doing a quick highlight. That is 18, including the two end blocks. The gap in the middle is 16, so that is correct. Okay. So, here's theoretical blue team's version of this structure. Let's test how much damage this can actually do then. That is not what I wanted to do first. Wrong button. Need to press this button first. Then that button. I did not go far enough. I pressed it too late. Too early. Too weird. Still way too early. Doop de doop de doop de doop de doo. Still too early. It's actually too late, I guess. Okay. Click, click. Click, click. There we go. There's a bit of destruction. Not the best cannon design in the world. And it just kind of does nothing because there's water in the way now. If we angle it upwards slightly, let's get one of these. If there wasn't water in the way, that would work. Well. That doesn't work. Fortunately, I had the foresight to previously create a duplicate of said cannon up here, so we can, well, kind of. Duplicate at the bottom of the cannon. So let's just select this. That. This. That. Copy. Go right ahead. Paste. And there's a floating bit of redstone. Hook this back up. There we go. Let's make that back into a full stack again. And then stack, stack, stack. Stack. Bit of water weirdness going on there. Maybe it needs a little more oomph on the payload. Isn't too hard to accomplish. Trapdoors sufficient to keep them from wandering off to one side. They might be. That would look nicer if they are. Down, go up. Stone there. There. Fill in that gap. Okay, let's try that. One extra TNT. Yeah, that's a bit better. Could mess around with cannons for ages. That's better. That totally destroys that and that wall. Now what we really want to be able to hit is this storage. Takes out a light, bit of the floor, bit of this wall. Yeah, I think that's definitely sufficiently powerful enough to mess with the other team quite substantially. So that'll do. We'll leave the cannon like that. Let's just round out each of these back to a full stack. Actually, we'll give half a stack per. I don't want to provide too much TNT. Not that this isn't still a ludicrous amount, but slightly less. Half 32. There we go. Not need that little bit of wall. We can now delete our attackable structure over here. This way, 1, 2, 3. Select that block. Go around down here, select this block. Replace with air. And watch all the items fall off into the void. Good. That won't work. Yeah. I think we'll just leave this back section open. Let's throw down a bit of carpet. Adds a little bit more depth to the floor, makes it a little bit more bright as well. This is a slightly lighter colour red than the other red. Well, not necessarily brighter, more vibrant. There we go. Base, storage, loot, respawning point in a relatively safe place, so it shouldn't get hit by the cannon. Lots of colour that we can swap over to blue on the other side. Cannon that works and is effective. I think that this build is good. Let's replace these. There we go. Should do for that. We've also got a little bit more food around here. Potatoes this time. We had wheat back there. Slightly better food. There's also a little bit of water just hidden down under this wall. Provide water to those bits of farmland. So we've got a whole lot of room. First dungeon, we probably don't need this anymore. Let's get this out of the way. Select that block. And this block. Cut. Let's just plonk it out of the way again. Can sit up here by the spare cannon. Paste. So we do still have it if we need it, but we shouldn't. The layout is pretty much done. It just needs to be populated with decoration and loot and spawners and traps and other stuff. So, a large central room here. Probably going to be some kind of grand hall. Chandelier, perhaps. Goes this way. I'm not sure what that room's supposed to be. It's a room. The indication up here. Maybe some kind of dining hall then, or guest room. Got a second floor of the main hall after that. It goes around here. We've got a couple of the front bits. You can also get in from here. Kind of a shortcut. Then you'll miss out on some of the loot down there. Then we've got, this is going to be a library, I think. More library. And then exit. And the actual dungeon bit is accessible from the start as well. Some halls, rooms, doorways, things going on around here are being made. And a path down there. This is all just going to be walkways. Dangerous things. And then a treacherous path down here above the void, probably gravel. Objective. Maybe shortcut. Not sure. So, what should I work on? I think probably getting some decoration up into these rooms is going to be helpful. Let's start up here. This is supposed to be a library of some kind. I think let's actually bring this platform around as well. So this is this connects to, it's not connected, it's over a 3-block gap, and then go back here. Yeah, that looks fine. A little extra platform. Bring that across, around. Fence, let's break that. Let's get some logs. Oak should be fine. Connect that. Stick over here as well. This is a little bit more depth already. Just a platform. We need a little bit of light. Possibly. Let's keep it dark, actually. Need mobs to be able to spawn somewhere. Get a couple of bookshelves up here. 4. Hey, hey. Get slabs again. And that's alright for up there, I think. Possible box hidden around here, possible spawner in there. But the front is going to be quite light already because it's by a gap, so it's this bit. So it's down there. Let's fill in this with some slabs. Right here. Go. Platform. Should this bit join up? Sure. Ah, we have a floor-based cannon. That seems much more compact. If it works. Water. Guess that makes sense. Yeah, I see. What a load of wires. Okay, so button goes there. That seems like a good sign. So this is just to move the water at the correct time, I think. If I hit those too soon, but otherwise I think that does look much nicer than mine, because all the stuff is hidden. Do I still have this on paste? I didn't select anything else, did I? Oh yes, I did. That. I don't need another duplicate of this room then. Starting from here. Going to... that's the wrong one entirely. It's a copy of the map. Let's go from there. Miss out the top floor, but don't really care about that. It's going to be hit by the cannon anyway. Stand central. Copy. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and one more. Flip. Paste. So this should be 15 blocks. It is. Off you go then. Let's just stop all of that. Well, I've just ruined our lava. Never mind. Can rebuild it. Yeah, I'm not sure that cannon is quite strong enough. Ah. Yeah, I mean, mine has required a payload of 5 to get across properly. 4 kind of worked and we're still a tiny bit short. Got 5 over here in the end. That one's currently got 3, so I think it just needs to be brought back a couple more blocks. We definitely have room to do that. Or fence. Fence works, I guess. Up there. Some weird glitchy stuff with that TNT. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that shouldn't be happening. Water sorted itself out, so let's quickly go down and fix this lava. Nowhere to hit, of course. Go back here. Back here. Replace lava. Fixes that. I need to remove this stuff that's happened on that side. It's going to require placing a block somewhere around here. Select that. Select this. Replace the bottom. Place there. There we go. Lava is fixed. Fly back up here again. Let's get a fresh copy of that area and put it back in. Fun with cannons. Could mess around with cannons for ages and ages and ages. One there, one here. Yeah, and a copy. And a flip, I think. Yeah. And a paste. We go. Repaired. Yeah, it's 5. That should be enough. That lines up pretty much perfectly with this end wall, which is an added bonus. Let's just replicate this side. These. Yes, slab. There's pretty much everything visible. I think even if this does work, we want to keep this cannon around as well, so we can maybe use this designer somewhere else where the underfloor thing doesn't work. It's where did I put everything else I don't want to get rid of? Is that copy? Let's put it back here. Paste. So I have a spare one of these, just in case. Impressive fireworks, but they I'm not sure that's what we want. And the timing on the water must be a tiny bit off as well. Yeah, that's a bit better. Trapdoor acts weirdly with the button. Let's just remove those. Not going to work on this design because the button is right there. As of course we just move the button up a block. Then it will work. It is good. It is nicer looking than my design. Here's the floor. Let's just get that water out of the way. Yeah, I think we should use this one. Over the edge. Still not actually touched the chests, although it's very close. Broke that wall, and that floor, and that floor. Somehow missed the chests, which are more destructible. Well, cannon. Good, good, good. Let's go back down here. Before we got distracted. If you hadn't used that pun about 10 bajillion times previously, I would. Let's fit in all of this. Need to find a way that that works. Because this is a weird number of blocks, even number of blocks. So I think what we're going to have to do is there and there. It's pretty much as we'll just put them in line. Yeah. Let's do this. Or this side. Or both. So it kind of wanders back and forth. Let's do that. To go around bookshelves with a little bit of decoration. There we go. Put a spawner or something right there. This area seems very spidery to me. I think we're going to end up with spiders in here. It seems like the kind of place for them. Let's do a few books in here as well. Do that. Or I guess do it properly. That. That. Go over this way as well. 1, 2, 2, 3, stair. Go there. There we go. Looking a little bit maze-ish. Sorta, kinda. Let's just do one of these. That, grab those, put stuff there, throw these here, looks a little bit different from what we had before. Guess do that, just to split things off a little bit further. Okay, so we have a nice load of little corridors around here where we can do stuff. Let's, I think, break that bit of fence. Do stuff there. Drop down. Gives us the option of doing that. Chest probably right there. Maybe right here, or back in this corner. Let's connect this end off that bit of fence. We should go down, which means these need to look like this. Yep. Back wall. Yeah, I've got a little bit of room here we could do something with. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Can use this bit of space. Down here. Floor is going to be a bit thin. Should be fine though. What we can do that and that perhaps will work. Oh, whatever. It's only going to be one thick for a tiny section there. Still be alright there. And there. Because it needs to line up with the window. Break out all of this, break out all of that. Section here. That's probably as far back as we want to go. Yeah, because then we'll break it into another window. I guess that could work though. Let's go that far back. 2, 2. Okay, that's a staircase. Cannot go any further back than that. Let's just move the roof up. Down 1. Stairs! These go right here. Replace these with air. Select you, replace these with...
I'm trying something. Does this work?
Yep.
Oh, good. I can be a little less disappointed then.
Sounds like it works to me. Okay, cool. There's that. There's the windows. This bit still doesn't line up. Now it does. There's a weirdly thin, wiggly bit of bedrock. I think it should be fine though. I don't think it's actually there for anything really though. Should be. Could be more stuff back here. Shouldn't be able to just dig through. Yeah, there's the wall. There's that. What happened to that huge bit of ceiling then? One slash. That true. Okay, so does that. What we should be seeing here is, yeah, this bit of bedrock goes all the way through. This bit of bedrock goes all the way through. There's a gap. So what we need to do is, yeah, there's where that breaks off. Select there. I mean, it's going to be too thick, but I guess it can't. It does matter. That breaks off to another room. Ceiling, floor, gap, select there, replace with bedrock. Now it goes all the way through. This goes all the way through. Okay, solved. Should not be able to be gone through again. Like that. These, put stairs here and here. Throw in more bookshelves there. It's visible from the other side of the wall, but that is fine. Bookshelves. Ladder. Slabs. Section of platform to reach those books. Let's get a fence. Fence. That all up one so it actually fits with the fence. So it goes that way. This bit latches onto the ceiling. Still looks a tiny bit rickety, but it isn't floating. Let's do that. That's joined over there as well. That looks fine. Okay, little room there. Room there. Effect clear. Remove the night vision. For me, obviously. Go. very snug and enclosed space now. Can't place any blocks there because they reach onto that room. Plating weirdness. Let's paste the new cannon in. Wherever it is, it's over here. Click. Click. Good. So we want to take how much of this stuff do we need to take? What's this block here? Okay, so select here, here. Actually needs to be up. Did we select the ceiling? I think we did. Copy. Paste. Yes, we did. Ceiling, floor, didn't miss any of the redstone. Good, that'll do. Oh, this slots nice and neatly into here. Paste. Whoops. Still looks good. Give it a test fire to make sure it works. Good. Didn't mess anything up. Now just hide the redstone. Probably with some lighting in it, so things don't spawn down in here. Glowstone. Let's chuck one of these into each of the corners. Apart from there, because we can't, still have to come over a block. There we go, nothing spawning in there. Well, yes, but I'd rather have things spawn elsewhere than in what is basically a honeypot.
Fair enough.
That works. That works. That looks good. Nothing left on the ceiling. So we don't actually need these slabs anymore because we're not using stuff in the ceiling. So this entire section can go. I still have the ceiling be slightly indented here though, because we can do that. I think let's get that. Yeah. That looks pretty good. I need to do something weird here, like that. Maybe. Yeah, keep it for now. Can always remove it later. Okay, so we have a room. Some windows that actually lead to somewhere. room here. We've got this room here. This has a balcony in it. The wall still looks a tad flat, but I'm not sure what else we can really do up here. Let's put the effect back on. Let's throw some indentation into here. Across and across and across here and across here. Five, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. It's not flat now, at least. I think. Let's just do that. Same up here. Connect that. Goes nowhere. Connect that though. Here. Probably going to be filled with spider webs, I would expect. Do that later though. Okay, next room. This one. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Cave spiders are the best kind of spiders.
Debatable. I do actually prefer them to the fire spiders though. Maybe. No. Cave spiders are worse than fire spiders. Okay, what are we doing? Now that that lines up, let's do. That's a 3, that's a 3, so we can do something like 5, 6, 7, 8. That there. Come across to here. Gives us a nice large area there to work with. Stuff there. So 3 by 3. Then stuff in the middle again. Maybe just all the way around here. We'll break these, fill this in. Break that. Let's do this. Then fill this in. Got a little room back there. Could be alright. Maybe. Not totally sure what I want to do with back here. Put those in there. connect that. That. It's got two entrances from this side as well. Do that. That go that way. That. Work. Just like go around the back. Yeah, let's get rid of that. That looks fine, I think. 5. That. Yeah, I think that's interesting enough. Okay, plank, slab, bookshelf. These or those, stairs. Do need. I think let's make these 3 tall. Here, then center. Isn't it? Can't really do anything else there and have it fit nicely. Okay. That goes over here. So there. Can't do staircases on corners very easily, so it's just going to be like this. And this should be here. Don't add a 3x3 like that. Seems reasonable. A little bit of a hidden room back here as well. Obviously a spawner's going to be in there. Stuff around there. Something there. Okay, that room is now good. I think I still do want to do what I thought about, which is throw a whole bunch of fences right here. Room, walls, painting. Floor and ceiling aren't particularly interesting, but not much we can do about that in this room. Throw in some carpets, I suppose. Let's do that. Grey or red? Had red down here. I kind of want to say red and blue for these specific colours. Let's throw in a bit of tattered carpet. That. Go around there. That, like this. Here and there. Like that. It's kind of like a duck. Never mind. Carpet can look like a duck if it wants to. Pareidolia. Let's throw a bit there as well, because why not? Okay, so we've got that room, we've got a couple of corridors around here. Indenter thing right here. Spawner or something. Could do. Trouble is, there's not too much room underneath this floor. It's only one thick and then bedrock. Could do a ceiling drop trap or something though. There's a bit more room up there. Okay, that room, this room. Room here was going to contain a table of some kind. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these. I want to move them back. Get the wood out of here. Don't need water bucket. Placing any water. Stuff in here, stuff up there. Blocks. There we go. There's a bit more interesting stuff to the staircase. Now we were going to throw another bookshelf right down here. Like that. Like something around here. Okay, tables. Quite liked the horseshoe shaped table we had in that jam map recently. I'll try and do something similar to that. But with stairs. So if this is... There's the middle of this room. That's that edge. It's 5 across. And this is going to be this edge, so it's 5 across there. So the centre of that room is there. is a too wide centre, which is actually good in this occasion. So the table is going to be like that. Bring it out that way and then back. You want to keep it 3 away from each edge because that's what it is at the moment. 3 away from the back as well, then bring it around this way. Okay, good. Now we need to rebuild it out of stairs. Seven. Front section, so like that. Go around. We'll take a look at that room in a minute. I just want to finish off this table first. There we go. Decent start. See here. Room. Weird bit of a staircase. Bridges. Stairs, bridges. I like it. It's very twisty, but I think it works. Area for spider spawners. This here. These are pillars. Yeah, this is looking good. It feels a little bit MC Escher-ish with a couple of upside down staircases. I think it's good though. Table, table, table. Let's get some chairs. Spruce wood. Can use some spruce wood signs on them as well. At some point. Do that and that. Chairs around the outside, chairs around the inside. Chairs, chairs, chairs. Once we have spruce signs, we can improve that a bit further as well. Plates are a good idea. Yeah. Let's move these 4 all along a bit so they're not in line with the chairs on the outside. Plates, plates, plates. Tables, chairs, plates. Shouldn't is there to hide stuff? Not much. Let's see. What can I do with the ceiling of that? Not a whole lot. Yeah, I would kind of like 1 or 2 of the plates to do something. But again, there's not a whole lot of room cut wires or anything. Could just do that. That's rather easy to spot. Oh, not really from above. From the side it is. Maybe on this side where you're more likely to be entering the room. But there's also going to be a whole bunch of mobs in here, and they're going to push the plate, and it's going to activate prematurely. Yeah, that's just not going to work. Not going to work. Not going to work. Table. Let's fill all of this in. Replace these with whatever we used over here. Dark oak. Fine. There we go. Hook up as well. Okay, we have a table. What did we do down here? We have 3 of these. Which would be there, there, and there, respectively. It doesn't line up properly. Okay, they're not going to be in line with the bottom floor then. Is otherwise fine though. Filling all of this. There's a bit more detail to the back wall. Go. So throw a few stairs into here like that. Okay. Room, wall. Yeah. Could bring out one more. Do think I will do is swap that for a solid block. Bring that back. Exactly, it's underneath that block. If we make this staircase the same as the one above, it will be a stair. 3, 3. No, it won't. Tripwire. There, one there. Go. Okay, now. Bring it back here. Whatever we want to do, give command oh, there's TNT out my inventory. In order to stop this thing from setting off before we want it to, need to run command block test for nearest player in a radius 5 blocks. How far is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's set it to 6. Needs a redstone, impulse, conditional. So that does nothing because we're too far away. This trips it because we're close enough. So now it shouldn't trigger. Unless it's actually a player that walked over it, because we have an extra little check there to prevent mobs from doing it. Get some ordinary redstone all the way around the back. Break all of this lot. Repeater here, set to full. Repeater here, set to full. Bring all of those up. Cover up the tripwire nice and heavily. Alright, signal strength of 1, so it needs to be like that. Disarm it. Dispensers. You already have some. Nothing. Mobs. Disarm. Click. Kinda weird, but there we go. Trapdoors. Same with the front. And insert pretty much whatever we want. Probably creepers. Let's just do a few in each. Whoops.
Before Vexes.
Vexes. Yeah, that could work.
I don't know if the risk of them crossing over to the other lane is a good thing or a bad thing.
Probably a good thing. Extra unpredictability is not too bad, I don't think. There we go. Disarm that. Okay, trapdoors do not work because they open when the stuff fires. Hello, hello. in the chat. We are making a race for all map. Here's what we have. Most of this stream so far has been these rooms, this little section down here, and messing about with this TNT cannon and various designs, and this building as a whole. That is the current situation. Let's do a little bit of that and get some stairs. Throw that out. Grab a U. There. Do that. Can you put tripwires under slabs? I'm pretty sure you can't. I mean, it would make sense if you could. Well, trouble with this is, because this is a repeater, feeds through the block and also powers this, so it opens and or closes. Don't really want that to happen. It is to remove the repeaters, then there wouldn't be a little bit of a delay. I think I want a little bit of a delay, so that if you're sprinting up here, there's a tiny bit of a delay before they come out right onto your face. Okay, there's that little area down there, table. Got this area. Let's bring that down a bit further. Okay, so there's this room. And it's the ceiling. Maybe we can do something with the ceiling. This room. What is this room gonna be? Not entirely sure. I think this is more of a meeting room. Well, kitchen, dining room, kitchen. Kitchen could work.
I like the idea of a kitchen, yeah.
Trapdoor, not a trapdoor, tripwire. Just as decoration. Fences. Let's use spruce for a change. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Because the string counts as taking up a full block, even though it's really quite tiny. Can't do anything else with it. Okay, so there's that. We need... This wall can be a whole bunch of furnaces, or I guess the the new food-only version of the furnaces. Once we have 1.14 stuff. Should probably be there. And do the front of this. Stairs. Slabs. Block there, so we can do that. Then that. Okay. Feeds out there. We need a little bit of room here. I think it's probably going to be door. Do this, can do that, can do that. Little kitcheny area. This isn't the kind of building where you'd have a canteen. Let's bring this back. Do the thing here. Bring it out this way. With one of those. Just expand out this kitchen further. That. Like this. Slabs. Slabs. Glorious slabs. Taking stuff from furnaces is indeed definitely doable. You just need a block update detector or bud switch or something of the sort. I'm sure there's really enough. Oh yeah. Does furnace plus falling sand work? I'm not actually sure.
Not in 113 plus.
Okay, yeah. There's not going to be enough room to...
observers do.
Yeah, but then... I think this wall is already thick enough to put in an observer. That requires a signal out the back, and that would put it, like a command block or whatever, exposed on this wall. I don't think there's really too much point in trapping furnaces anyway, to be honest.
If it was just one row, I know how I do it, but with two, I don't know.
It doesn't have to be two.
Okay. Well, do you want one row, just one row trapped?
Could just be the... Well, let's just take out this top bit. Throw in some of that or something instead.
Disclaimer, I don't actually know for sure if this will work. This is an experiment.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
Plates. Let's have Let's use some iron ones just for a change. Plate, plate, plate. Let's cover this whole thing. Prep table. Food preparation station. What are we going to do with the rest of this room then? Because there's a little kitchen-y bit, but we've still got a lot of room back here. I guess we just throw in another table. Colours this table. It's the same as the floor. We made the table 4 wide here with a 3 gap. It's a 5, isn't it? 5 and a... Yeah, because we need room for that as well. So it's going to be like... that size. That should be fine. All the way around the outside. Stairs. Yeah, usually I would agree with that, but I don't think... This is like someone's mansion. Pretty sure you don't have diners in mansions. I've been to a few mansions in my time, and I've never seen a diner. Or eat up on a large table like this one. This is just kind of... I don't know what this table even is. It's a table for the sake of being a table. Not that it really has to make sense. Could just put in small tables for being small tables, but whatever. Table. Plates.
Okay, so it looks like the furnace turning on or off will trigger the observers, but just adding or removing items will not to set up a much more difficult comparator setup for that. That dispenser is just there to test.
Yeah.
I'd have to set up something that would be much more complicated with comparators to check and see if items have been added or removed. And there's just not space for that.
I'm actually going to make this
If the
hook
wall
into
was 6
anyway.
blocks thick, I could, but it's not 6 blocks thick. So, rip.
What is this thing even going to hook into? What is this trap going to do?
That's a good question, too.
How much room have we got under the floor here? We've got a few blocks. We've got like 3 before we break through the bedrock completely. So we could do like a falling gravel covered in carpet, but it's not really got anywhere to fall. Do that layer, lava, gap, floor. It could just barely fit. If we ripped out all of this. out all of this wood. Because if it's like the entire kitchen area, then it's not as easily noticeable either. Get out all of this. These two are also going to need it. This is going to be blocked down. The place for the blocks to actually fall into, that's that layer. We could just... Is fire tick going to be on or off, do you reckon? I think we said off, didn't we?
I don't know.
Could like...
Because, like, on the one hand, fire is... sorry. On the one hand, fire is wonderful. On the other hand, everything burning down is not.
Yeah, I was going to say fire trap, but maybe that's a bit too destructive. So if we do... That's got to be bedrock. This has got to be these, because they're adjacent to the fire, which looks a tad suspicious, but there we go. I don't really need the corner blocks though, I suppose. This is going to be those. That.
The issue is the fire can try to spread upwards more than one block. I think up to like 5 or 6 blocks at maximum.
But if we have fire tick off, then that's not going to happen anyway.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Because if we use fireballs as well, somewhere, fireball turrets, that is going to cause a whole lot of fire, and it's going to be too destructive. Let's do game rule. Do fire tick false. Do that there, that there. Place air. The block ID for a grey falling block. Let's have a look. Concrete powder. Let's go with 2527. Like that. Then so that bit is there. That bit should be from here to here. Place air, lava. Should now be. Go. I think this should set it off. No. This goes into this feeds into that line. I've been pushed. Select that block. Replace redstone. Adjacent to the edge. Then there. Then that should. Well, it triggered it already. Nice. There. There. That block. Not concrete powder, that is. What do we do?
If we put slabs on the bottom, all the blocks will fall down and break on it, but it won't really screw with the lava damaging players. And it'll actually make it harder for them to place blocks to get out to.
Could do. It just kind of depends on how suspicious you are of this floor. Also just dodge it by accessing them from round back here. Instead of going in and accessing them. There's a couple of ways to dodge this one. This should be... solid as well. Did I just do that, or did you just do that? I might have just triggered stuff to fall down again.
Pretty sure it was me accidentally.
Is the bottom bit slabs now then?
Yep.
Yeah, can tell I'm a little bit deeper. Okay, so place that again. So now if you try and interact with one of these, let's get some food. That's not how you get food. This is how you get food. Here's food. Let's burn you. And me. Hooray! It do work, it do.
I will say, this looks really weird from the side.
It does when it's exposed like that, yeah. Fill that back in again. I just have to remember not to interact with the furnaces again. Okay.
By the way, this is the only concrete powder floor in the house, so my suspicion level would be at like 95 about it.
Yeah, but it's the kitchen, so it's supposed to be a different floor from everywhere else. Even if it is extremely suspicious. That is actually a couple of hours already. Doesn't time fly? Let's set off this cannon one more time to show off how cool it is again. That just kind of went flying. Got a bit of food around here. Fair chunk of wheat, melons. Probably hand out some bread or something on one of these. Like a lot, because 3 people, at least. Well, 3 or 4. Who knows? Anyway, that is 2 hours. Don't even have to search the furnaces. You have to actually try and cook something in it, which is also unlikely. But meh. Whatever. Probably won't ever be triggered, but it's there. That is going to be just about it for today. I know that I am doing some stuff over the weekend. Monument related with some other people. Are going to be trying the new dungeon again. It was closed for maintenance last week. Hopefully we have more luck with it this week. Yeah, this might kind of help slightly. That is going to be pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow at approximately 12 noon English time. I believe it's 7 AM East Coast America. And sometime in Australia. Late-ish.
I think you're thinking 6 AM East Coast US time, because I'm Central, and it's 5 by me.
I believe it's... I'm pretty sure it's -5 from where I am, and not -6. I'm fairly certain.
Well, I know today we started about 5-ish.
Yeah. So when
It's 7:15 now.
Whatever. I'm fairly certain it's... What time zones? Whatever. Stuff.
Time zones are hard.
And it's also not 5 hours for 2 weeks of the year, because we changed to summertime 1 week different from America for some weird, wacky reason to further complicate things. Anyway.
Time zones are literally why we can't have these things.
Pretty much. It's more than enough rambling. Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow, things happening, stuff. You'll be able to see anyway, because I put it up before ahead of time that there will be a stream happening. Just check that. It's easier. Stuff, things, do, what happened. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest of the day and or weekend. If you aren't tuning in, then enjoy existing. And I shall see you soon.